Hey guys, what's up? Thanks for clicking on this tutorial for the look I am wearing right here. If you love piling a ton of makeup on your face without looking like you have as much makeup on your face, you'll probably love this video, so just keep watching. Let's get into this. I've already prepped my skin with skincare. I used the Skinfood Bitter Greens Toner. It is amazing. It's more like a lightweight serum. So nice. And then on top of that, I used the Belif True Moisturizing Cream. And then to prime my skin and just kind of smooth things out, I'm using the Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer. For foundation, I'm taking the Lancôme Teint Idol Ultra 24-Hour Makeup. This is just a really nice matte foundation, really good coverage. I'm going to mix that foundation with a little bit of the Covergirl Clean Matte BB Cream. And this mixture is looking a little dark, so I'm going to add a little bit of my Milani 2-in-1 in 00A. It is so pale and so pigmented, it's great at lightening foundations. For concealer, I'm using a mix of my Tarte Shape Tape and the Bare Minerals Serum Concealer. I usually go in with powders so quickly, but I'm trying a liquid illuminator. This is Makeup Revolution Liquid Highlighter in Champagne. And I had this idea and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna mix a MAC pigment, like a loose shadow pigment, in my liquid illuminator drops, just to see what happens. I'm just gonna take a couple drops of the Makeup Revolution one, and then I have MAC Vanilla Pigment here. I'm just gonna scoop it out like with a little brush and just kind of put a pile. I feel like some sort of scientist. Oh my gosh, that's a lot. Okay, it gave it a little bit more of a golden effect. I don't know if you can see that, but pretty intense. So we're just gonna pop this on the cheekbones and see what happens. To make that blend in a little easier, I'm gonna spritz this with the Smashbox primer water. Okay, so those were definitely pretty. It was kind of hard. It kind of stuck in some patches, I think because of the pigment. So the best way I was able to blend that out was I went in with that setting spray and then I just tapped it in with my fingers on the areas that it was kind of catching. So now that that's all blended in, it actually looks really nice. I do actually like that look. I'm using my Maybelline loose setting powder to set my face. For my under eyes and nose, I'm using my sponge, and for everything else, I'm using a brush. For bronzer, I'm going in with my Makeup Forever powders. These are the Artist Face colors. These two shades are their two lighter bronzer shades. So this is S112 and S116, I do believe. And I just kind of take a mixture of both shades. They're definitely a matte powder, but they're not completely matte. So I think the S stands for satin. You can't see even like a sheen. Once it goes on the skin, it looks matte, but the powders just blend so beautifully. To further highlight those cheekbones, I am going to use a mixture of the Makeup Forever Pro Light Fusion. This is in the lighter shade, I think it's like shade 1, just like the pinky shade. And then I'm going to take this color here, the Champagne Pop from Becca. The spray I'm using to set my face down is the Ofra Makeup Fixer. While I wait for that to set, I'm going to go in with my brows. As usual, the NYX Brow Wax, Benefit Gimme Brow. Then I'm going with the thin brow pencil to define the arch, extend the tail, and fill in the front ever so slightly. For eyeshadow, we're keeping it really simple today. I'm going to be working from the Kat Von D Shade and Light eye palette. I'm going in with this shade you can see is very well loved, and I'm just going to place this in the crease I'm not being precise, just kind of slapping it in there. I'm going to go ahead and fluff that shade all the way to the lash line as well. To create some dimension, I'm going to go in with this more neutral brown shade down here on an eyeshadow base brush from Real Techniques. I'm just going to pat that in the outer corner. I'm also going to put that a little bit more in a concentrated way on my lid. Making sure everything blends together seamlessly. On this small little round smudger brush, I'm going to take that same shade and go on the lower lash line. I'm going to highlight the inner corner with a white satin shade. This is Milani's Bella White. It's a really nice option if you're doing an all matte eye, because it's not super reflective or metallic, but it still really, really brightens it up. I'm also going to pat that on the inner part of the lid and kind of blend that into the matte shadows. For liner, I'm going in with my Kat Von D Tattoo Liner in black. Alright, so I did my liner and then I curled my lashes and put my lash primer, my Tarte Opening Act primer on them. While I wait for that lash primer to dry, I'm going to do my lips before my blush, just because since I'm doing a more bold color today, I just wanted to know what's going on my lips before I decide on the rest of the face. As always, I'll be priming my lips with the Urban Decay Ozone Lip Primer. For lipstick, I'm using the Miracle Matte Lip by Flower Beauty by Drew Barrymore. I find this at Walmart. I'm going to be using mostly this color, and I'm going to put a tiny bit of Stila Chianti in the mix. I'm a weirdo, I love mixing lip colors, but this will just deepen it up just a bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the Chianti shade, it's like this really deep aubergine purple, it's gorgeous. I'm going to put that on the back of my hand, and then use the Flower Beauty applicator. I'm going to dip it in a couple times to get plenty of the Flower Beauty product down there. And then with the Flower Beauty applicator, I'm going to mix some of that Chianti in. I definitely need like 10 more colors of this Flower Beauty matte lipstick because it is beautiful. And there would not be a liquid lipstick on my mouth without the Sephora Luster Matte going on over it. This is in Fig Luster. It does look shiny now, but it will kind of soak into that liquid lipstick and just keep it moisturizing. Now that we have that lip on, I can definitely see that I am in need of some blush. And I'm wondering, I'm gonna go NARS Dolce Vita. Yeah, I feel like this will go really well with the eyes and the lips. I like to blend it kind of between my highlighter and bronzer and kind of blend it back. I'm gonna finish off the eyes by giving them one final curl and applying my mascara. To give some added length and volume to my lashes, I'm using the Tarte Tartiest mascara. Because you can't be too glowy or bronzed, I'm going to use the Too Faced Sweetheart bronzer. Alright, so this is the finished look, everybody. Even though I am so ready for spring weather and spring fashion, I still love me a bold lip, and I'm sure I'll rock a bold lip well into spring and summer because I just like it. Thank you so much for clicking on this video and hanging out with me today. If you loved this look, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks so much and have a great day. Bye.